Okay, wanted to update you. This is our truck, and I know it looks pretty rough, front end especially, but that's why we got the donor truck. It's got a 351 Windsor in it, I believe. It's a crate engine we got about 22 years ago. We're going to replace the bed from this truck. Going to really just put everything that we want and want to keep onto that frame out there. Remember, the leaf springs broke, so I've got 2 good leaf springs on this truck. The bed's going to come off. Got a brand new gas tank. I say brand new gas tank. It's a couple years old. It looks good. Brake lines, fuel lines, whatever we can take off this truck to put on that truck. That's what we're going to do. And then probably the hardest part of all of it, besides the engine, will be the cab. And that's going from here to there as well. So that's where we're at. Alright, sorry I hadn't videoed in a while, but feel like we got a lot done. Bed's off the original truck. I had to take these leaf springs and put them back on. I had to steal this leaf spring because the other one's broke. You saw that. Had do a lot of work to get that back in place. Got it, good. Stole the gas tank. Started working on the other rear end. Let me show you what I did. We've done what's called a spring under flip. As you see, the springs are over the axle. So out here, you can tell, pretty good drop. Right now, between the shackles and the spring changeover, we're looking at probably 6 1/4 inches. So what I had to do was take that mount. Right there. It was on top, right up here, and I had to flip it and put it underneath. Let me show you here better. This was up here. Take it off, re-weld it down here. Angles have to be perfect. I believe that they are. Rear end looks like it's pointing the general right direction. Probably going to need some new shocks. The ones that I have, if they ride at that height, which I've got to come up a little bit because this is just not enough. With bed and a full tank of gas, I'm going to be on my bump stop. You can cut those bump stops, but you get a little bit more clearance. But here's what I'm going to do. I got these lowering shackles, and probably at a minimum going to come back down here and gain this inch and a half. I think is what that would be. 3 inches would be back here. That's just about going to put me back to this stock as far as this is concerned. But I may end up needing it because once you get again the fuel tank and the bed back installed, that's going to pull us back down. I'm contemplating too a spring assisted shock, just to give us a little bit stiffer ride so it doesn't bottom out and hit too far. But in terms of looks, man, I couldn't be happier. I really like that. I'm hoping that the bed, the fender well on the bed will cover about half that tire on the top right here. Maybe sit about like right that. That's the kind of tuck I'm looking for. Not hard at all. I still need to take my U-bolts back off, clean them, paint them, and then consider this part pretty much done until I'm ready to start reinstall of all the lines and fluids and stuff. Just keep working my way back. Next step would be I'm gonna have to get that cab and front clip off that truck, because eventually this cab is going on that truck. I'm gonna reuse that front clip. I'm not going to use this one, but we are going to work on going through this 351 and seeing if we can't make it work good. All right, well, that's where we are. I got to go to work.